Welcome back, everybody, to episode 2 of Did You Cook Rice? My name is Chris.
And my name is Donnie.
And we are your hosts of this podcast. And today is a very, very special episode. Why is that, Donnie?
Because today is Halloween.
So who are you dressed as today?
I am dressed up as Chopper from One Piece.
That's a costume.
That's a costume. Well, it's just a hat.
It's just a hat.
The greatest anime in One Piece.
Okay, buddy.
Or what are you dressed up as?
So for the longest time, I had this idea. I just never executed it because I didn't really know how. So I'm wearing a mushroom hat for the audio listeners. I'm wearing a mushroom hat, and Donnie actually got me this dope ass Jinro apron. For those of you who don't know what Jinro is it's a brand of soju. It's like probably one of the most popular ones. So I'm wearing that with like a bro tank, super short shorts that are also still swaggy. So mushroom, drinks, I have a soju in hand as a prop. I'm a fun guy.
Fun guy.
Fun guy. It's a play on words. Come on, guys. Clap it up for me. Clap it up. Yeah, pretty good. All right, so I actually wanted to ask you about this too. Speaking of Halloween, I don't really have too many stories where I've went crazy during Halloween. Do you?
I do. So a lot of my Halloween experiences come from, I guess, raves. I went to a lot of raves. Back in the day, they had Freak Night, which was like the Halloween rave that would happen every year here in Washington. And I think the craziest story that I had was this interaction that I had with this girl in a cat costume.
Yeah. A cat costume? That's kind of sick.
So, long story short, this happened many years ago, but I had a friend of mine, and she had another friend. She was trying to, hook us up or whatever. Well, basically, they both went to the rave, and me and my friend, we happened to be there too. So we met up with them, started to get along, blah, blah, blah. We kind of hit it off that night, and I don't know, I think I had a little too much to drink, and as the night progressed...
Were you of age?
I was of age.
Okay. I'm just checking.
So as the night progressed, we kind of made promises that we were going to hang out, go on dates.
Typical rave-based shit.
Yeah, we kind of just hit it off right at the back. And then the next day, just no follow-up. Just no text, no nothing. I was like, well, I don't know what I just did. And kind of just ghosted her after that. Mm-hmm. Well, fast forward to the next rave. We ended up seeing each other there, and she just hates me. I mean, I don't blame her. I mean, I did the wrongful thing of kind of ghosting her, but at the end of the day, that's probably my worst interaction I don't know if it's necessarily crazy, but yeah, it's pretty bad.
I've never heard this. Are you gonna say her name?
No, I'm not gonna say her name.
We can bleep it out.
It's the cat costume chick.
The cat costume chick.
Honestly, I don't remember her name.
See?
Yeah.
Maybe she had every right to. Fucking asshole is what you are.
Do you have any good Halloween parties?
No. Like I said, Halloween, I usually just take it kind of easy, really. I mean, I have horror stories of people that I was there with. Like the person I was at a Halloween party with blacked the fuck out. Had to take them home. They pissed themselves in my car.
That's nuts.
Yeah. In my car, had to drag their dead weight body out and get them to bed. Nothing's really ever happened to me. But I do want to move on from Halloween to, I have blacked out at other holidays.
Other holidays?
I don't know what it is. It's only
holidays. July or something?
The 4th. Yeah, you were there for that one.
Yes, I was.
Bro.
I don't know if you blacked out, but you were definitely
I was fucked up, dude. Are you kidding me? I was throwing up all over the toilet, not in the toilet, in the bathtub while you guys were trying to sober my ass up, and then on the ground after I was laying in bed. I was so gone. So 4th of July, Christopher missed twice, and New Year's.
New Year's.
Never Christmas. Christmas is for the Lord.
Yes.
Thanksgiving, I'm just full, so I can't drink.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever drank heavy on Thanksgiving. 4th of July, I usually get pretty sauced. New Year's...
America!
I don't think I've ever, threw up on, a holiday, if I'm being honest.
What?
Yeah, maybe just any other day of the week.
I just threw up last Tuesday, bro. What the fuck? What do you
I threw up before I came in. This is not normal for you.
No, dude. I mean, not even on your 21st.
Okay, I like baby barfed on my 21st.
Baby barf
I had
is
to
crazy.
force it out because there's just so much liquid inside my stomach. It just had to go. There's no way that I could stomach it down.
Interesting.
But drinking has been a huge part of like I guess our everyday activities and like social like being older. I guess being of age, it's kind of just like a normal thing. You know, you just go out, have a couple drinks, blah blah blah. But we actually did take a break from drinking. Would you like to chime in on that?
Yeah, I'm gonna put the word break on mad large quotations. It's like
broke.
So honestly, sober October we tried it.
Yes.
I don't know why. What were we even doing? Were you the one that brought it up?
I brought it up one day. I think it was honestly like a couple days before October itself.
Yeah, so I did. Oh yeah, because we were gaming.
Yeah.
On the last day of September.
Yes.
And you're like, all right, knock these beers down while we're gaming, and then no more after 12.
It's over October.
So I did the first couple weeks really well.
Mm-hmm.
Really well. I didn't touch a drink. I wasn't tempted. Nothing.
Because you were sick. That doesn't count.
Okay, chill out. I had the Rona, bro. That shit sucked. That shit sucked so bad. But anyways, no, I didn't give a shit, dude. I've had Corona like 4 times now.
That's crazy.
5 maybe. I'm not even joking, bro. This one was terrible.
Catching the Rona 4 times. Catching the Rona in 2024 is still kind of.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, I feel so old. Like I'm like behind the times, bro. This is not even 2020, you know.
You caught the updated patch of coronavirus in 2024.
No, it's okay. First 2 weeks did really well, and then we had the homie's birthday.
Yeah.
We had Noah's birthday. So we had to break it for that.
Had to break it for that. What was the second time we broke it? It was the party, the other Halloween party we went to. Johnny's Halloween party. We broke it for that. Did you break it any other time since then?
Bro, I feel like the floodgates opened especially after the Halloween party.
Yeah.
Like
I feel it.
I mean, I didn't like drink after that. You fuck.
I feel like it's a good time to tell you.
Right. I mean, I posted on IG. I was like, "Yo, should I just drink again?" Everyone's like, "Yeah, dude, fuck it. Like, who cares?"
Yeah.
So
I cared.
No, you did it because you drank last night too, asshole.
Did you drink at the Seahawks game when you went?
Of course I did. How am I not gonna drink at the Seahawks game, bro?
See, I would have felt bad if we committed to sober October, at least for the tail end of it, and you went to the Seahawks game and you're like, I didn't drink because I tried to hold the pact. But now that you did it, I feel better about drinking last night.
Speaking of the game was fun, but it was also kind of awkward. So for those of you who don't know, my favorite team is the Buffalo Bills, and that's mainly because of Josh Allen. That's my GOAT. He's so fine.
Why do you like Josh Allen? What's the origin story of the whole Josh Allen stand?
I like Josh Allen because I didn't watch football like that ever growing up. Not even when the Seahawks were good. Like when we were in high school and they won the Super Bowl. I didn't watch any of that season except for the Super Bowl.
Dang.
Like I'm not even gonna cap.
I agree. I was
right?
in the same boat. Yeah.
I didn't get into watching football until college. And the only reason why I got into football was because I did fantasy for the first time.
Yes.
And Josh Allen, first season, I had no idea who any of these players were. Again, I didn't watch NFL.
Yeah.
So I didn't have him on my team. I made it to playoffs, and I was out first round, and it was all because of him. Dude scored like 45.
It was because of Josh
Allen. It was because I was like, you know what? Every season after this, I'm getting him on my team. And I have.
Nice.
And he's been killing it.
And he's been killing it.
The Bills in general are just one of those teams where it's like, you could root for them, but it's also depressing when they lose because they shouldn't be losing.
Yeah, they have a good squad. I mean, there's a lot of movement and changes within their team.
Right.
Yeah. They just got Amari Cooper, so they're still trying to work things out. I saw the last game was it the last game? It might have been 2 games ago when Amari was first on.
Yeah.
There's like a couple drop passes in his direction. I think they still got to make that connection.
Yeah, no, they're going to be good. Yeah, so rewind back to the game. So I showed up in my Josh Allen jersey as I should. but I also had my DK jersey like around my neck, so I was wearing both of them
A
technically.
Bills fan in Seattle.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a bold
Bro,
statement.
no, but it's crazy, bro. I feel like it was like 30%. I'm not even joking. Like 30% of the stadium was Bills fans. Maybe even more. There was a lot.
And the other percent, it was like 69% Seahawks fans and 1% Josh Allen fans. Which are you?
Bro, people be showing up in the most random jerseys too, like Steelers. I'm like, bro, what are you even
What
doing?
are you doing?
Yeah, but I had like 4 beers.
Yeah.
So I didn't get crazy.
Beers.
Yeah.
How many
for
beers
you.
does it take you to get drunk nowadays?
Depends.
Yeah.
Depends if I've eaten.
That's
You know,
a huge factor.
eating has always been a big factor, but what I've noticed is how much sleep I've gotten. Because alcohol puts me to sleep, like, quick, too.
Yeah.
So if I didn't get much sleep, I'll get fucked. Like,
You know, I feel like it has an adverse reaction for me. I feel more awake when I'm drinking.
interesting.
Yeah. It's not until I get like really, really, really drunk where I'm just like out of it and like sleepy and I'm just like, I'm done. But it takes a lot for that, I think.
Yeah. No, beers, I usually just drink after I take shots. Is it, I mean, I wholeheartedly believe in that saying.
What's to say? Dark? No, not dark. Beer. Liquor before beer.
Liquor, no. Beer before liquor, never been sicker.
Okay.
Liquor before beer,
you're in the
you're
clear.
in the clear.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's a lot easier to kind of ease into the night if you're starting off on a couple beers.
Well, that's why
If you're just running head forward straight into the night, just pounding shots, like
well,
you're gonna.
you gotta space out the shots.
Yeah.
But also, you just don't be a bitch.
That's the quote of the day. Don't be a bitch.
No, drinking with Cambodians though, wild.
Okay, what do you think? Who do you think is the most intense like drinking? I guess nationality drinking race, like heavily. You mentioned Cambodians.
It's gotta be between.
What's your top
Cambodians.
three? Top three.
Cambodians, Filipinos. That are just like nonstop. I feel like I've only ever drinking with Asians.
This is the Asians. Vietnamese people can drink.
I was gonna say
I got a
maybe.
couple of Vietnamese that can pound it.
Yeah,
But I say that's respectable.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good. Koreans know how to drink.
They drink soju though, bro. This shit. Oh my God, I'm down this right now.
But the thing about soju is it kind of creeps up on you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
it's like you're walking down the road and then like someone like sneaks around and like hits you over the head with a brick. And that's what it's like drinking soju.
No, dead ass.
In my experience.
Especially because you're sitting down and you're usually eating with while you're drinking soju.
Yes, that's another thing I've noticed in Asian cultures, which is huge. They drink and eat. Like eat, drink. I'm not a huge fan of it. I feel like I want to enjoy the food and the like taste of just alcohol. It doesn't really mix with like the palate. I think drinking a beer and like eating a burger or something, that's cool. But the whole like taking a shot, maybe.
I have noticed that because usually when we do Korean barbecue, we'll do all our drinks before we even like start cooking or while we're cooking, and then we'll stop and then we'll drink the rest after. We'll maybe take like a shot or two while we're eating.
Yeah.
But we do a lot of the drinking beforehand. That's another thing. Drinking before you eat.
That's a game changer because you're on an empty stomach. You're going into the food place or wherever you're at.
Yeah.
You get like a cool little buzz, and then you can just throw down on like a bunch of food.
And it tastes so much better.
Yes.
It's like getting high, I guess.
Getting high before you eat. Yeah. For all you stoners out there.
Yeah, I don't.
Shout out to I don't personally, but
yeah, I do not. I have a couple times, but I don't like it. I don't like the feeling.
It's not a favorite thing per se, but as a young lad, it was back in another life.
That's fair.
That's fair. But I don't discredit anyone or look at people differently for partaking. It's legal.
Do your Dougie, bro. Do your Dougie.
Do your thing. Do your thing. Now that you mentioned that, I think the whole idea of like smoking weed has become it's like normalized out here. Yeah. But there's an instance. So I went to Ohio for a festival for Lost Lands, and
I mean, why else would you go to Ohio?
I don't know why else you would go to Ohio unless you live there or like have family there. But no,
shout out the viewers in Ohio.
Yeah, whoever's listening from Ohio, we love you. Thank you for your support. So anyways, the way that they see like weed, it's so like normal for us. So, like there's people like rolling up on like parking lots, your backyard, and your front yard, anywhere pretty much. But in Ohio, it's still criminalized like out there. Like you get in like some serious trouble for just smoking weed. Yeah, like people see it and they're just like, oh, can I buy this? Can I buy like that? Like it's still crazy out there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah.
Are there any other states?
I don't know. I haven't been to like random states that just have.
Oh, so you only know when you're there?
Just Ohio. Just Ohio. I noticed I was like, whoa, people still treat weed like how it was back in like the early 2000s.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. No, we were just talking about it in my elevator at my apartment.
Oh, your apartment.
Bro,
the elevators.
My elevators just always smell like weed. It's just like a normal thing. People walking their dogs, hitting the joint, like
just hitting the joint. Well, the thing they have the dab pens now. Dab pens are like
those are everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of dab pens.
Why?
Because I feel like the whole concentrate of it's just like too chemically. Like it's not natural anymore. Weed's like something you grow. You know, God gave us marijuana.
God did.
God did not give us the Benjamin.
God didn't.
The turbo Benjamin. Like it's just too high of a concentrate. So I have this.
So does it hit you harder?
I think so. From what I've heard, that like people who smoke like concentrated weed, it's more like intensive just smoking like flower, just like traditional bud. But I mean, at the end of the day, it still seems like the same thing. So it's kind of hard to compare like the two. If that makes sense. I think we need to bring on like an intense stoner, and
I know a few,
and like interview them, and like really, we'll find the answer.
I bet. Yeah, I'm down with that. All right, let's go back to Halloween real quick though, because it is Halloween.
It is Halloween.
Again.
All you trick or treaters out there.
When was the last time you went trick or treating? At what age did you stop?
It had to be sometime, I think, in high school.
Maybe
okay, like freshman or sophomore year.
Like actual trick or treating? Yes. For candy?
It was with like my younger brothers.
Oh.
So I don't know if that
No, I mean like for yourself though.
For
that
myself?
don't count. Because if you think about it that way, bro, my family's big enough for me to go every year the rest of my life. Like,
true. But I mean, it still counts as being in the.
No, like for yourself though. Like you are standing there being like, trick or treat, give me some fucking candy.
Probably elementary school or middle school then.
I think mine might have bled into 6th grade. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh, you're pushing it.
Like middle school.
Like, give me candy.
No. I'm in the 6th grade, bitch.
6th grade.
Just like running away with the
That's not too far off from elementary.
Yeah, that's
school.
fine, right? Yeah. No, but the last time I actually ever like went door to door was in high school with for We Scare Hunger.
We Scare Hunger.
You remember that shit?
For canned goods.
Yeah,
Actually, that was fun.
That shit was lit.
We did that around like your neighborhood too.
Yeah. What grade was that? Like sophomore?
I think that was like sophomore, junior year.
Yeah, because I was like the only one that could drive at the time.
Yes. Shout out, Chris.
Shout out me, bro.
Shout out the PT Cruiser.
I was the PT Cruiser. I was the chauffeur for real. Nobody could make fun of how shitty that car was because I was the only one with the car.
It took everybody.
It took everyone.
It was honestly a goated car.
That car has been on journeys.
Yeah,
bro.
It felt like you were driving a bus whenever you.
Who driving this bus?
Who driving the bus? I have like a weird like sinus thing going on, so I don't know.
What?
I think I need to blow my nose, but maybe I don't.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Do you need to take a break?
Yeah, we're gonna take a break.
All right. We're gonna take a commercial break.
And we're back.
Nose is clear.
The nose has been cleared. I think just with the change of weather, I've just been getting really congested.
No, I have been too. But it's also probably because I vape so much.
Because you vape, bro?
I fucking vape, bro.
Vape, bro. Yo, hit a fat cloud right now for the... No, I'm kidding.
No,
we're going to get kicked out of here.
My smoke alarms. So, sorry, what were we talking about before you left? We were talking about the transition between trick-or-treating and not trick-or-treating.
Yes.
So, I think middle school really is that age, at least for most of my friends.
They were just stopped. Where would you go trick-or-treating?
So, in my later years, my parents, I don't know why, but they transitioned from neighborhoods to the mall.
I did growing up. I did that. When we were young and we lived in Hawaii, we went to the mall and did like trick or treating. And it's nice, like a centralized location. You don't really have to go far. I think it's less.
And
walking.
it's warm.
Yeah.
Bro, Halloween is always cold.
And it's raining. Like today, it's just pouring down rain.
I'm saying, bro, if I wore this trick or treating, I'd die. That's why I don't get why girls be wearing them sexy shit where they're wearing skin and no clothes. Like how?
Because you gotta look good, bro.
Hoes don't get cold.
Hoes don't get cold.
Hoes don't get cold.
What? Speaking of sexy costume, have you ever put on a sexy costume for Halloween, or were you always like the funny costume? Because I feel like there's a fine line when as a guy you go to a party.
Yeah.
You're either like the funny dude, or you're like the dude who's like in like the doctor costume, but you're shirtless and you only have on a stethoscope.
See, I
What were you
only
fixing?
Why am I?
I'm gonna buy a stethoscope tonight.
No, I never like regularly worked out enough to want to do shit like that. Right? Like I always wore like the typical Party City costumes growing up.
Okay.
And then in high school and in college, I would somewhat dress up, but it was more goofy for sure. I was literally goofy one year.
Same way. Yeah. I rocked a penguin costume for like 2 years.
I remember that.
The penguin costume. My brother actually had that, and then I rocked it for like 2 or 3 years after that.
Yeah.
And then I found a Spam costume. It's just a can of Spam.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah, I have that one still.
That is
I
dope.
wore it to the last party that I was just at. I have a hot dog suit.
Hot
dog suit's actually crazy. So I let one of the homies, Zach, I let him borrow it the night of Freak Night, the rave that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
And he kind of went off and did his own thing. He was in like the hot dog costume. I think I was wearing the Spam costume. Anyways, we lose him like the whole night. And he comes back to me and Gavin. And like the dude's just, I'm like, dude, what happened to you? He's like, I just had the craziest night of my life. I was like, what? He's like, I met this girl. She was a stripper. And like, dude, she was so fine. We just hit it off and we're going. And like Zach, like I wouldn't say he's like an ugly dude, but he's not like crazy, like 10 out of 10 attractive, handsome. But he's a good looking guy. He's okay.
I thought he was pretty good looking.
He's a pretty good looking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's no like Channing Tatum like right off the bat. Like he's a bit shorter in height, but very like a little above average guy.
Yeah.
Anyways, he comes back, starts talking about this like bombshell of a chick, and like he shows us pictures, and like I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I was like, he pulled her in the hot dog costume. So I don't know if it's just him. Like shout out to his game, but the hot dog costume, like that shit is crazy. That shit's crazy. I didn't even wear it.
It might have been the costume.
I think it's a costume.
It might have been the costume.
Yeah.
No,
could be him too. Shout out to him.
No, shout out him, man. I hope he's doing all right.
Hope he's doing good.
Yeah. No, I've always wore either like weird costumes. I tried to be like punny with it, especially this year.
The fun guy.
Yeah, the fun guy. You know what I mean? So I will say I remember probably my worst costume. Okay, let me preface this. I only wore it because my professor in college was giving extra credit if we wore a Halloween costume because we had class during Halloween. So I have no fucking costumes on me, so I just put something together. I had like this white like crew neck sweater that had like like a black line going down each side. Kind of reminded me of like an Xbox.
Okay.
So I took a dog tag chain, like the chain, but I took off the dog tag.
So it's just a metal chain.
Just the metal, yeah. Just kind of like what you're wearing right now.
Yeah.
So, and then I put COD, Call of Duty, CD, wrapped it around, and I was an Xbox.
Xbox.
Bro, it was so stupid.
I don't think I've ever seen you wear that, or I've never seen like.
I only wore it to class.
You just wore it to class.
I wore it to class, took my test, dipped out of there. I was like,
did it qualify
yes.
as like a costume?
Yes.
Okay.
You had to like explain it if it wasn't clear.
Oh.
Because people would show up as a pumpkin.
Yeah, be like, I'm a student.
Nah, that corny ass shit. No, yeah. So I literally wore it, went to class. I was like, all right, bet. Went home, took it off.
Got you.
Never do something like this again. So.
What do you think's the best costume you've ever had, or ever wore? I guess.
See, like I said, I mainly wore like the typical costumes that you could buy.
Okay.
So
You don't
I
have
feel
like
like
a favorite one? This is
I
not
mean,
a fun guy.
sure there are, but
It's
like
like
I
Xbox.
feel like I can't put any of that stuff on a pedestal because I think the more creative ones are the ones that you should, you know, pay a bow to. It's like, oh, that person did something, made it themselves.
Yeah.
Like they spent some time on it and it looks good.
For the first Halloween rave that I went to, I literally went as a McDonald's worker because I worked at McDonald's like a year before that. I wore my old uniform and then I cut off the sleeves. I don't know why I cut off the sleeves. I wasn't like
You're trying to be a fun guy.
Yeah.
Bro.
I cut off the sleeves of my uniform and dude, it was like a hit. I don't know why. Everybody loved it. You're like, oh my god, you're a McDonald's worker.
I mean, you're at a rave.
Like they don't get the same respect that they do in the public. When I was at that rave, I was like, McDonald's workers should be treated like this everywhere.
You know that meme? Just put the fucking fries in the bag, bro.
Put the fucking fries in the bag. That was me.
Not me. You were getting respect.
There's a picture out there of me in the McDonald's costume somewhere.
Like one of your friends has it, or
I'm not telling you where it's at,
oh,
but it's out there.
You know where
it's out there. It's out there.
I need to find it.
The McDonald's costume with the cut off sleeves.
Now, last year I bought one of those inflatable costumes.
Okay, what was the? Was it like one of the gorilla with like?
It was I was an ostrich rider.
An ostrich rider.
The cool thing though, I think the thing that drew me to it was it came with like a safari looking hat.
Oh, that's sick.
It's like very cheap looking.
Was that inflatable too?
No.
Okay.
So, but it was the same material though. So it just reminded me a lot of like Philippine workers, like farmers.
Like a farmer.
Yeah. But it was weird because when I posted it, there was like a cool amount of like Filipinos that were like, "Hey, Filipino pride." I'm just like, bro, we don't even ride ostriches. Like, chill out.
I don't think the Philippines has the climate to sustain ostriches for natural life.
Yeah, no, those inflatable costumes are super dope. Have you ever?
I have one. I wore it for a Shrek party.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're the dragon.
It's an inflatable dragon, but the thing is, they're huge.
See, the one that you had was huge though.
The ostrich wasn't as big as the dragon.
No, hell no.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's because when it's a dragon, it like sticks out. So like you turn and you
the wings stick out. There's the whole front. And then you have like a big tail on the back.
Right.
I was just all over the place. I stood outside most of that party just because.
So I want to transition into
what?
Into a dragon.
Into a dragon.
I don't want to identify as a fucking dragon. I'm not getting canceled on the second episode of my podcast, bro.
Say anything.
My God. Okay. Anyways, I want to transition.
I'm all for it.
I've heard a lot of podcasts. Fun fact. I've stopped listening to music almost completely.
That's actually crazy.
I only listen to podcasts. Insane. It's because of ever since my job change, especially, like I'm in my car for at least 2.5 hours every day. And it's like, it's traffic. There's only so much music I can listen to. I'll just get tired of it.
Yes, I do get burnt out.
I get burnt
on my own music too.
Yeah, so I listen to a lot of podcasts. And I don't listen to music podcasts too much. I listen to like sports ones, funny ones, life ones, kind of like this one.
You ever listen to comedy podcasts?
Yeah.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Those are good.
No, there's two specifically that I listen to. But none of them really ask this question, and I've always wanted to ask this question. So let me ask you. Has there ever in your life been a song and or an artist that is most influential? Like, because they came out with their specific kind of music, you saw life differently? Because I have an actual answer for that.
That's pretty deep. I would have to say, I think Porter Robinson.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's your
DJ
guy.
Yeah, he's like my favorite DJ. But he makes, like, besides like the whole like beat boop music, he came out with a second album called Nurture, which is more, he kind of like dives a bit deeper and there's more lyrics in it, and he talks more about like his personal life and how he struggled like making music, and it was during a time of a lot of like finding like self-worth in like your passions and like what you're doing every day.
Mm-hmm.
And then he talks about like stuff with like his relationship. He's like married now and things like that. But I think that album came out during a time, like a real dark time, where I like just broke up with like my ex-girlfriend, and like the songs and like everything there kind of resonated a lot with me. Yeah, so it kind of like helped me out during like a dark time.
Nice.
Which was dope.
That's
So
cool.
Shout out to Porter Robinson. I'm seeing him this Saturday.
Where?
Columbia Pledge.
Is he here? Is he here?
He's doing his third album, Smile. He's doing a headline tour, and I'm seeing him tomorrow.
Oh, that's
tomorrow?
lit.
Yeah.
No,
2 days.
2 days.
No, yeah, my bad.
It's Halloween. It's not
Halloween.
Friday. It feels like it's Friday. It,
Yeah.
it feels like it should be Friday.
Yeah.
Some bullshit.
Like Friday Junior. That's not Friday Junior. Wait, yeah, Thursdays are technically called Friday Juniors.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. There's Hump Day, Friday Junior, and Friday.
Type shit.
But anyways, back to the question. Do you have any music or albums or artists that kind of resonate with you, or
Yeah.
your favorite songs?
Yeah, so my favorite, he's not really my favorite, but most influential for me was Justin Bieber, specifically. No
Respect.
album,
Respect.
nothing.
Most people would hate it, but that's
Hey, bro, see, that's why though. Because
That's
when
why.
when did Justin Bieber like blow up? Was it middle school?
Yeah, so I'd say early, like mid 2000s.
Right.
Yeah, like 2008, 2010.
Yeah.
Shit.
So the main reason why was because he kind of he got a lot of shit when he first dropped. They're like, who's this little boy that sounded like a 10-year-old girl?
Yeah, they just like, a lot of people just hated on him.
Hated on
But
him.
like girls loved him.
Exactly.
Yeah, especially girls like during our time, like going to
Yeah.
school. Like everybody hated, like all the other guys hated him, but I think
Exactly.
they just wanted to be like that guy. But
Bro.
no one was that guy.
Right.
Yeah.
So he kind of just, and you know, despite all the shit he got, he still blew up, and it wasn't like blew up like he was like the face of pop
Yes.
for a long ass time. A long ass time. And then after that, people were like, oh yeah, he's only a signature voice because his voice now, like he sings high. That's just his shtick, his whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then he dropped fire after after puberty.
After puberty.
Oh, but I'm just like, bro, you can't help but respect the man, and
He has good songs.
bro, he has
great
bops,
songs.
bro. He has
Yeah.
bangers, and I don't know, it's just influential to me. And then also, it kind of just allowed me to like not care.
Mm-hmm.
It taught me to not care, because for the longest time growing up, I was just like always scared of being judged.
Yeah. I think most people are, but they don't admit it.
Right.
openly. Yeah.
Exactly. But he kind of gave me that pathway to start doing that, because
So-
people around me were like, yeah, Justin Bieber, that shit's whack.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I love Justin Bieber.
Exactly.
And they're like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
I was a closeted Justin Bieber fan.
no, I was
You were
out.
out.
You know how we in middle school we were like the I love boobies, I heart
Yeah.
haters. I had a I heart Justin
I
Bieber.
love Justin Bieber.
No, deadass.
That's
I was
hard.
like, I'm a believer.
That's hard.
Yeah,
Would
I
you get a
was
Justin Bieber tattoo?
rocking that shit. No, hell
You
no.
would? Like people get like Kendrick Lamar tattoos.
No,
and, like,
I wouldn't.
Tupac.
I don't think I'd get a tattoo of an artist.
Yeah, not Justin Bieber.
No,
Whack.
I don't think I would.
Fake fan.
No, I mean,
Just kidding.
another one for me
Oh, you have another.
was in high school.
Oh, okay.
So I will always have respect for Justin Bieber,
Mm-hmm.
because he was like the star again. But another big one for me is actually Kuya AJ,
Kuya AJ.
especially in high school.
Who is Kuya AJ?
Kuya AJ is AJ Raphael. He's one of like the OG like Asian YouTube singers.
Early
There's like a
2000s.
there's like a good handful of them that started dropping shit, and that was kind of like the cool thing to listen to.
Yeah.
But his music was kind of like, it's kind of deemed like Filipino national anthems, aside from like Lemonade.
Jeremy Passion.
Yeah.
Lemonade is the Filipino
Yeah,
national
it is.
anthem.
But We Could Happen is like, what would you call that? Because that's like everyone knows
It's the-
that one.
I don't know. It's like a Filipino fight song.
Filipino words. Yeah, AJ Raphael, he's very musically gifted and
He is.
talented.
I still listen to his music to this
Yeah,
day.
to this day.
Yeah, I have like, speaking of like his songs, I was listening to a bunch of lo-fi tracks cleaning, and there's lo-fi tracks of like his music out. So I was listening to that while cleaning up the house.
That's legit, dude. Lo-fi can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong with lo-fi.
Can't go wrong.
I started playing some lo-fi when I was doing something in my room, like rearranging stuff, or it might have been in the car ride actually. And Mary, my girlfriend, for those of you that don't know.
You have a girlfriend?
I have a girlfriend. Oh shit, we gotta end the podcast. Some girls listening to this like, God damn it. No, I'm kidding.
Who the fuck is Mary, bitch?
Shout out Mary. I love her. Love her to
Shout
death.
out Mary.
Shout out Mary. But anyway, she was like, why are you playing this? It has no lyrics. Play something else. I was like, no, but it's so soothing. But she's like, I'm gonna pass out. She falls asleep while we drive anyway, so I was like, it doesn't even matter.
Wow.
Yeah.
She wants to.
But we have two very different like music tastes. I think she kind of just agrees, or just like because I'm driving, because like my car, she's kind of just forced to listen to like what I'm playing.
Right.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna start listening.
What does she? What does she listen to?
She listens to like shoegaze and like softer like music, sometimes like rock and stuff as well. It's very like alternative music, very abstract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've noticed that I like listening to songs that I can sing to, which is weird because I got into raving and EDM, and not a lot of songs.
So if you're in your car like, wow.
Like, yo, Seattle, listen to this. Womp, 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 womp. Yeah, that's me, man.
Got you.
No, but I listen to a lot of that kind of like alternative music, a lot of songs with guitars.
Yeah. Anything you can sing to, pretty much.
Yeah, like
it helps in traffic when you're tired too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll play like a karaoke
show
list
and just go off.
Just go off.
Just go some Celine Dion.
And we're back.
We're back. Sorry, we had to change the batteries one more time. So maybe this might be the last segment. Maybe not. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. So we were talking about music. So would you say that you listen more to EDM than anything else?
I think if you had to look at my most recently played, it would probably be EDM. I mainly listen to EDM, R&B, rap. Countries like randomly on the come up. A lot of island music, like island reggae. Yeah, Jawaiian's what they call it on the Spotify too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, mine was like that. If you looked at it in the past, for sure. I listened to a lot of EDM. There was a time where I pretty much only listened to EDM. But I grew out of it, I think, pretty quick, like quicker than a lot of other people that like regularly raved.
I've come to this point where I would hear like a new song and I'm like, dude, this just sounds the same as all the other ones. I kind of lost that sparkle in listening to EDM.
See, and I think that's the other thing is you can't explain it to a person that has never been to a rave.
Or people who are just starting off going to
just starting. It's like you'll hear that one song or that one artist and you're just you legit have to feel something because there's no words.
Yeah.
And I've felt that with so many songs. I'm just like, oh my God, this is fire.
Yeah. I will say that going to raves is a lot more fun than going to traditional concerts.
Yeah.
Just there's more stuff to do and like visually it's more appealing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like the whole lighting production, stage production, the visuals up there, lasers, like you name it. Like if you look up just like any big rave, it just looks insane. Like if you took a video of a rave now and showed it to someone in the medieval ages, if you had a time machine, they would think you're like a witch and burn you at the stake. They'd be like, what is this?
What is this shit? No, that's actually true because if someone were to ask me like, what's your favorite live, music, it doesn't necessarily have to be a concert or like a rave, like whatever it was live. My first thought is a specific set.
Yeah.
Mine is Alice in Wonderland at Paradiso Before It Was Beyond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Specifically. She threw down.
I actually saw her with the first time that she ever came to Washington. It was at a Paradiso. She performed on the base stage. It was super small.
Was it really?
Yeah. It was the first time.
What year was that?
Like 2016.
Oh, okay. I definitely wasn't ready.
I was like, yo, who is this? They're like, Alice in Wonderland. I was like, wow, her name's so cool. It's like Alice in Wonderland. But it's Allison. But she's huge now. She's huge.
And she's one of those, like, if you can't call her a DJ. I'm an artist.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew about that.
I didn't know.
I don't know if she's still like that, but that's what I heard she was like.
I know she has like a side project that she does. I think it's called White Fang.
Mm.
She does like house on that label or under that, I guess, side project.
Yeah.
But she's pretty big now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess regular concerts really depends, right? Like you won't spend hundreds of dollars on a ticket to go see someone that you don't really listen to.
Yeah.
Because I at least for me, I mean, I've done that a couple times just because they're rap concerts and rap is rap. It's whatever. Yeah. Like I saw Drake last year.
Nice.
I saw Travis Scott. I've never seen Travis Scott.
Yeah. Well, actually, the production for those type of shows.
Exactly, like the bigger one.
Yeah.
Bro, Travis Scott is a fucking performer.
Yeah.
His concerts are lit.
There's a documentary on the time of his touring when he performed. I think it was like the Rodeo album. But dude, his like people were like dying at his like concerts getting like seriously hurt because he was just like crazy nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people get like dehydrated and whatnot.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was bad. And then his little fake ass apology video came out.
Dude,
he's
I'm so sorry. I like Travis Scott like up until that point. I was like, come on.
Yeah, that's why I was a little iffy about going to the concert, but that shit was lit.
This guy stinks.
This guy stinks. No, but I mean, one of my favorite concerts of all time last year was Daniel Caesar. Just because I love that man. I love that man.
Daniel Caesar Salad.
Oh, Daniel Caesar Salad, dude.
Yeah.
See, it's just music that I feel like I could sing to. And then if the artist means a lot to me and I really fuck with their music, like I'm going to love that concert.
I do agree because when I would go to raves, I would have the most fun when you see like your favorite song.
Exactly.
But you can't like sing along with it. So you're just like, oh yeah. Ba, 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 ba.
No, I be doing that whenever like I'm at a rave and it's like for my brother for the first time he went to a rave, and it was why am I blanking on the name? It's two dudes. Slander.
Yes.
His first rave was Slander.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And yeah, I feel like it's a good first rave. And every time a song came on, instead of like singing to it, what I do is I'll be like, yo, listen to this drop, bro. This drop is coming up. Watch this. And then when it drops, I'm just like, yo. I guess that's the equivalent.
Yeah, you couldn't do that. I mean, I guess you could do it at like a Drake concert, like Travis Scott.
Yeah. There's like hype parts or like a crazy chorus comes on.
Yeah.
So
you mentioned your favorite, I guess, like set or like I guess EDM, rave, whatever festival you want to call it. Favorite set from that. Do you have any favorite concerts, like live music concerts?
Daniel Caesar.
Daniel Caesar's.
Yeah, I think it was mainly just because like he's as good live as he is in recording, and it's very. His music is calm, comforting. It's a completely different vibe than say a rave or rap, right?
Completely different.
And it's just like
opposite ends of the spectrum.
So the shitty part is though, what I've noticed, even with like recordings from his other states and whatnot, countries that he's visited, people would like post that shit on YouTube or like TikTok, whatever.
Yeah.
He does a lot of holding the mic and then holding it to the crowd. It's just like, bro, we paid to hear you sing. Like, what are you doing? But what I'm saying is, whenever he does sing, it's like angelic. It's like nothing I've ever heard. It's just
that's how I feel about island reggae concerts. Like those artists, dude, they 100% sound way better live, which is crazy.
No, I agree. Actually, I agree.
Yeah,
I've only ever been to.
We went to Chloe Kai.
Yeah, that show was lit.
Chloe
you were the one that hit me up about that.
I did.
You did, and I'm so glad that you.
It was a good time.
You want to give the people the history of us and Kalohe Kai?
What about the history of us and Kalohe Kai? I'm like, did we meet them or something?
Well, we kind of bonded because of that.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing.
I think you introduced me. You put me on because your little brothers listened to it way more than I did. They listened to it before I even did. I don't know if. Do you remember that?
No, this is
what? So
like short-term memory loss.
You remember your parents like SUV? Do they still have that?
No.
Yeah, that shit's gone.
That shit lasted forever.
They
had it for like 20 years.
Yeah, that was the first time I've ever listened to Kalohe Kai.
What?
Was in that.
That's crazy. Yeah. I forgot how we discovered them. I think it's through my older brother. We were we grew up like listening to that type of music. it'd be playing at like parties and family events and everything. Like being of that like background, Pacific Islander background.
Yeah.
But my brother, we were supposed to see them live on Guam back in high school, but they ended up just not showing for whatever reason. But we always listened to like their music since that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd say that's like what, 10, 12 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then like fast forward, that concert that we went to for them was what, 2 or 3 years ago maybe?
Yeah.
Give or take. I think it's a little after the pandemic. It's probably 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
I don't think it was that long ago.
No.
I think it was only like 2 years ago.
2 years ago maybe.
Because I've seen Kalohe Kai twice now.
Okay.
And last year I went. You weren't with us. Or were you?
I did not go to the second time.
Yeah, you didn't go the second time. Yeah.
But regardless, yeah, those, if for anyone who hasn't checked out like a live island reggae, island music concert, you gotta hit that.
To shit bumps.
It's bumped. The energy is just like crazy.
Yeah, I feel like even if you're not Islander.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's very accepting and like wholesome.
Yeah.
Like it's not like we talked about earlier with like the whole Travis Scott situation. Like you're not gonna run into that.
Right.
Yeah. Or if you go to like a Sexy Red concert or something, like it's just ratchet. Yeah.
Yeah.
That got canceled, which is crazy.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Sexy Red was supposed to come to Seattle, but she didn't.
Why?
I don't know. I don't think they sold enough tickets or something. But Kodak Black was supposed to open up for it. Honestly, it looked pretty cool. Mary and like her friends were like, "Oh my god, are you gonna come?" I was like, "Fuck no." I don't know. Listen to Sexy Red. I think a lot of her music does go like it's super popular nowadays. But I was like, I ain't getting shot over Sexy Red, bro. Like y'all have fun. You'll have fun. I don't even know what I would do at a Sexy
Red.
Right. What am I gonna throw some ass?
You're gonna pop some ass?
I'm gonna pop that
What do you
pussy
do?
for what?
But like what? That's actually a really good question.
Yeah, would you go see Sexy Red?
No.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with Sexy Red like that. I actually don't. I think she's annoying.
What?
Yeah. Personally.
You're a hater.
Call me that. I don't care. I hate her.
So who's your favorite female rap artist?
I feel like a boomer for this.
You're gonna say Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Oh,
bro, Nicki ran so all these female rappers could fly.
Oh, okay.
I gotta respect it, cause one of my favorite rappers of all time is Lil Wayne, and he's he brought up Nicki, he brought up Drake. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Cash Money Business.
Yeah, exactly. And
I do like Lil Wayne.
Right.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's crazy.
Okay, so we're getting off track, but I wanted to talk about, you talked about Justin Bieber.
Yes.
And, we were talking about how after his kind of like preteen era of music, he kind of progressed into like this whole different, like he still had bangers is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But the other day at work, I was listening to the Tiny Desk concerts. Have you ever peeped those online?
Yeah.
Dude, they're gas. But anyways,
I think I have like the top 5 favorite Tiny Desk concerts.
Tiny Desk. What's your favorite? Or like top 2? Who about top 2?
Daniel Caesar.
I did not see that one.
He's fire.
Yeah.
Daniel Caesar, and then probably Usher's.
That one's a good one.
That
was the one where he's like,
yeah. And then this one is just biased because I'm a horn dog, but Jhené Aiko.
Jhené Aiko.
Oh my god, bro.
Fire.
So fine.
Fire. Big Sean has one. I don't know if you've seen it.
I've never seen it.
Dude, it was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if T-Pain's was really good.
T-Pain's is good.
T-Pain's was really good. And then I had a 5th one, but it was like a newer one. I don't remember who it is now though. Justin Bieber's was cool. I wouldn't
Justin
put it
Bieber
in.
had a Tiny Desk?
Yeah. It was a COVID one.
Oh, I was transitioning. I was like, it'd be so sick to see him on Tiny Desk.
It was a COVID one. So during COVID, Tiny Desk still held concerts, but they would visit their homes.
I'm gonna have to peep that.
Janae's was at her house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's sick.
Fine. Do you have favorite Tiny Desk concerts?
Just the ones I saw recently. Like I really like the Big Sean one.
Yeah.
The Mac Miller one was super dope. Yeah. I haven't dove like too much into it, but I just seen like clips and snippets of it. I still need to watch more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get lost in that, bro.
Yeah.
It's a rabbit hole of just concerts.
I'm like trying to like recover like what was like my favorite one that I saw that day, but it was just playing in the background. I was like, dude, this is nice.
Yeah.
This is good music.
Fire. It's
good
fire.
music.
It's very intimate.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's why I like Daniel Caesar's concert a lot too. It's very intimate. But you really did not want to be there alone because there's just couples everywhere. There's just couples everywhere. Like if you were there alone, you had to at least bring your homie. It'll be weird, but it'll be less weird.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like
if you have you ever been to a concert alone?
No.
My first rave I went alone.
What?
Yeah, I was okay.
Huh.
Yeah, I had no
raves could be okay.
Yeah. I think it's important to do things alone every now and then. Yeah, I'm a firm believer that like you can go out and just enjoy your own company.
See, I do that nowadays, but like not concerts. Like I'll go to the restaurants by myself. Just sit down and eat. I've gone to the movies. Have you ever gone to the movies by yourself?
No, I need to do that. That's on like my bucket list of things to do by myself.
See, I think I enjoy it a lot though because I'm very much an over-analyzer when it comes to movies. Like I'm a ghetto critic.
Yeah.
Like that's what I think of myself as. Like I'm not an actual critic,
budget critic.
No, dead ass. It's like I think about every aspect of movies. It's like, oh, is the sound quality good? Like people will watch a movie and be like, yeah, that shit was ass because they're just talking about the plot. I think about like how did the movie make me feel while I was watching it.
You know, I would consider myself someone who does analyze movies like while I'm watching it, but there's also times where I enjoy just like turning off my brain and just letting it happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, that's why you gotta go to the movie theater by yourself. You gotta try it, dude.
Have you ever taken a film studies class like when you were in college?
No.
I took a lot of film studies classes when I was
I think you told me about one.
Yeah, I needed to do a lot of like, it wasn't extra credit, but to like make up credits to graduate. Not make up, I would say. Just I needed credits in general.
Yeah.
For like electives, that's the word I was looking for. I took a lot of film studies classes. I took like espionage in film. I took like early 1990s and like 1950s.
See, film. I don't know if I could do that.
Dude, I was sleeping a lot.
I was gonna say old ass movies like that.
But you know what's nice about these classes? Like you can go there, you can sleep, and when you need to catch up on your work, you just watch the movie at home.
Ooh, that's facts.
See? Put you all in game.
That's facts. You know, actually, now that you mention it, I did take a class that was kind of like that, but it was like cyberpunk.
But it was
that's what we talked about.
Okay.
So you know the show Mr. Robot?
Yes.
You at least heard of it?
I'm familiar. I think you mentioned this to me before.
Yeah. So we'd like watch an episode and then analyze it and write a paper about each episode.
I did a lot of that in like my communications classes. Yeah. We got there's one class where I had to basically watch a movie and then like analyze different aspects of it. And like I guess with what you were saying earlier, it does make you see the movie like differently. Yeah. Like you kind of find this like deeper message or whatever that most classes require you to do. Yeah. I once wrote a 10-page paper about Godzilla. I shit you not.
10 pages is
10 pages of Godzilla and how the film itself was. I guess like there's a lot of imagery and like motifs of like the war during that time, and Godzilla is kind of this like, I guess, symbolic figure of like the nuclear bomb. Oh. Yeah.
Whoa, shit.
Yeah. I do like Godzilla though. I'm a big Godzilla fan.
You got Godzilla.
So shout out Godzilla.
So whenever Godzilla versus Kong comes out, you like that?
Yeah. I don't even know who that monkey is.
Yeah, that monkey just gonna get his ass beat again.
No way he's standing a chance against Godzilla. I haven't really seen the newer movies. I think that's something I'm gonna go back and kind of like watch over. Yeah. I did just rewatch the Planet of the Apes series.
Oh, what? Dude, why was I just about to bring this up? What the fuck?
Because you're like, are you Team Godzilla or Team King Kong?
Well, I feel like everyone's Team King Kong, but it's just no chance.
Yeah,
but there's no chance though. Like Godzilla's just OP.
He has like that like fire breath, like laser beam move.
Bro's literally invincible.
Yeah. So here's the crazy part. You know how King Kong the movie is like set in like New York and he's climbing on the Empire State Building. Yeah. Godzilla literally just emerges from the ocean.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you know how tall you have to be to touch the bottom of the ocean? It just doesn't make sense. I know there's like a nuclear reactor and whatever, that went on. Yeah. But, dude, it's just insane. I have to find the photo and show you, but there's like, it showed this graph or this picture of like the tallest things like in the water and like how tall Godzilla would be to actually touch the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, see?
It's insane.
Fuck that.
Yeah. I mean, he could just be swimming around in there.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I was actually gonna bring up Planet of the Apes real quick. So the first time growing up, I never watched any of the movies. Apparently they've been dropping since like the fucking 60s or some shit.
Yes.
For the longest.
Those movies, they look really weird.
They look rough.
Yeah, they're rough.
Like
it's like people in like plastic masks. With,
like not even animatronic. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't even look like monkeys.
They're just like hairy bums.
Yeah, hairy bums. It's crazy.
It's like, oh, that's Carl off of fucking Aurora, bro. What are you talking about? No, but the first one that I actually watched and seen was the one with one of the Franco brothers.
James Franco.
Yeah.
That one's actually good.
Because that was kind of like the origin of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Started with that monkey Caesar.
Yeah, Caesar. I don't think James Franco is in any of the other ones though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, because it fast forwards.
Yeah.
So I was hyped for the next one, and then I watched it and I was like, yo, this shit is kind of ass.
Yeah.
So I kind of just stopped. I only I think it was Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Was that?
Was that the one where they're in the the jail?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like all the different monkeys.
Yeah. And then Caesar just became
fire.
so smart that he's like, oh, this is a drug that makes everyone smart. So he just he tears it up, and all the monkeys start breathing it in, and that's how it starts.
Yes. And then the humans like lose their speed.
Exactly.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Do you think that's possible?
You know, I thought about that.
Yeah.
There's that.
Just revert back to like monkeys.
I don't think it's necessarily that, but it's more the monkeys being smarter than us. Because they could bro. You can't 1v1 a big ass
gorilla.
Like,
there's no way you're going.
Bro, even orangutans, them motherfuckers are strong.
Just monkeys in general, actually, like crazy, like vicious, violent, like like they'll just like claw your face off.
Exactly.
Like I don't know. Like,
can you imagine if they think like humans? We're fucked.
I think they're as smart as humans. I would say they're definitely like subconscious. Like they're conscious of their surroundings. Like they know what they're doing.
Right.
Yeah, they're not like a slug. We're just like doing slug shit.
See, exactly.
But like a monkey knows what he's doing. Like there's that temple. I think it's like Nepal where they have all those monkeys. You go there and you feed them, and then you like offer things to them.
Is that in Nepal?
It might be Nepal. Once we get a fact check guy on the podcast, we can fact check. Okay, so
getting stopped 3 times is crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Getting stopped 3 times. This is like the 3rd strike, and then we're cut. Anyways, long story short, we got interrupted because the room that we're in, security came by. She didn't kick us out necessarily, but we're kind of pushing it for time. So I think this is probably gonna be a good stopping point for us in the podcast today.
Yeah.
I feel like we talked about a lot of good subjects.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it has me hopeful for the next.
We did well.
But anyways, with that being said, we would like to thank you guys for listening again, and happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Trick or treat, motherfucker.
You weenies.